What's up, guys? Exley's on the NFL. I'm Tony, Green Bay Packers fan, and that way is Stephen, Philadelphia Eagles fan, Philadelphia Flyers fan, and who's the other one? Phillies? Is that the baseball team? Yeah. 76ers. You fucking support all of them, don't you? I have done absolutely no research on anything really this week. I have my operation on Thursday. So I've been a bit preoccupied with that. Shizit.
To be fair, from today, not much has actually happened.
I was going to say,
track it, but not a lot's really come up.
No, I haven't
There's
seen
been sort of
great deal.
minor trades or signings or whatever, but
I've got one up now. Falcons have agreed to trade QB Kirk Cousins to the Steelers in exchange for a 2025 fourth-round pick. That's a new home for the 37-year-old quarterback after being benched for Michael Penix Jr.
When did that one come up for you?
5 hours ago?
Because I heard a thing that apparently one of the guys was interviewed during the league meetings and had said that they weren't trading Kirk Cousins.
Here's one for all you Cowboy fans. I'm going to save the picture because I think this is brilliant. As it is April Fool's Day, you have Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones holding up the Lombardi Trophy.
I saw a thing. I can't remember where it was, but apparently, I can't remember where I saw it, so I can't check it. Apparently, Dak Prescott has only won one playoff game.
Would you be surprised? No. We haven't done our shout out to the Etsy UK NFL shop. Use code XLEAS2025. Get 20% off. Jerseys are out of this world. Customer service is top notch and we highly rate them. But yeah, I just thought I'd slip that in there before we get too far into recording.
And you saw it scrolling across the screen.
I saw it scrolling across the screen and I would totally forget if I didn't see that. Yeah. So I've seen that and I've lost it. It's gone. Oh,
April Fool's. So that one about Kirk Cousins could be an April Fool's.
Could actually be an April Fool's, yes. You are correct. I have actually just watched Enigma, the Aaron Rodgers Netflix documentary.
Okay.
I just finished watching that. That is a really good watch. Honestly, you need to watch it. It follows him from being, like, obviously it's not real footage, or it's not footage of him playing back then, but high school and what it was like. He was built up. He never got any, he thought he was going to get offers for high ranking colleges.
Right.
And he didn't. And that knocked him back. So when you watch it, you actually see what kind of person he is. He's always chasing something.
A lot of them are, to be honest. I mean, if you kind of go back to the college days and what have you, a lot of these QBs that have outlasted most people have been chasing some trophy, or they've been chasing some.
He's chasing himself, basically.
Yeah, like they're chasing. I want to get to the Lombardi, or I want to be better than I was yesterday. I envision myself at that mountaintop, and that's where I've got to get to, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. It follows him through his Achilles tear, high school, the draft. Why is my light washing me out so much? He was projected to be in the top. He was projected at being the first pick in the first round, and he didn't go till 20s. He was in 20s or something.
He wasn't a high first round pick, was he?
He was projected to be, and he said that was sort of a wake up call because he was feeling himself way too much.
Yeah, giving him too much confidence.
Yeah, and then that knockback, that setback made him feel a little bit more, I am just a person type thing. He is actually really intelligent as well. I know a lot of people hate.
They usually are.
A lot of people hate on him, and I did because of the way it was with Green Bay. But seeing now the sort of person he is an introvert and prefers to be by himself, does all these retreats, but he loves the spotlight and the fame and all that sort of stuff. But he seems like a genuinely nice person. I mean, don't all celebrities?
I mean, you look at Brady, and you can say what you want about him, but I mean, you ask him about anything to do with the football, and he can break down every last detail of any play.
Yeah.
And that's just off the top of his head, probably.
It's madness. It is absolutely.
These QBs that last 15, 20 years are always ridiculously intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got to be able to keep up with the changing pace of the game.
It does seem like he has nowhere to go now.
Well, apparently he's been working out with DK Metcalf.
I've seen that. I did see that.
And Mike Tomlin hasn't said that there's anything off the table. He said he's going to let Aaron Rodgers make a decision in his own time.
Yeah.
So he could end up at the Steelers. I wouldn't be surprised. I think if anywhere he goes to the Steelers, to be honest. I think if he doesn't, I think it's possible he retires.
I think it's possibly retires, but I don't think from the documentary, I don't think he wants to retire. He doesn't feel ready to retire.
No. They're always chasing that. They're always chasing that better version of themselves, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyway, we have wasted quite a bit of time on that segment, but if you haven't watched it, watch Enigma. It's on Netflix now. It's a 3-part series. I think it's like 3 hours long. Definitely watch it if you can find it anywhere. Steve, watch it. It is interesting to say the least. This was the one that everyone was banging on about when he missed OTAs. I think it was. He missed OTAs or something. Do you remember?
I vaguely remember, yeah.
And this is what they kept going on about. He's in South America doing mushrooms or something. Was all the memes and stuff like that we kept seeing. But yeah. So I've said about 20,000 times already. Go on. You have seen all the NFL rule change meeting. You have all that stuff.
They had the competition committee today, so of course there's been a few changes to the league, so to speak. I think one of the interesting ones is going to be this chain gang situation.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They're bringing Sony's Hawkeye into the forefront this season. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's already been kind of tested in the background.
Right, okay.
So I've heard. How true that is, I don't know. Obviously, we're not part of the league or anything, so we can't say yes or no. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were testing it throughout the season at various points, because it's a camera system, isn't it?
I like the chain gang.
I think everyone does, but the point of the Hawkeye is that there's no disputing. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You can't argue, because with the chain gang, there's always a bit of question, isn't there? You see him conferring and what have you. The whole point of Hawkeye is supposed to be that it's here. That's the end of story.
It would work better if they had like a microchip in the ball and it was being tracked.
That's what
you know what I mean?
That's what they were talking about last season. Mm-hmm. Whether that's what this is, I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool.
All I know is it's called Sony's Hawkeye. I couldn't really find much about it.
I've not heard of it. While we talk about technology like that, I sent you a video of is it the XFL? Where they got the body cams on?
Yeah.
I think that would be sick. Like the shots you get from the XFL where they're wearing the little... Like, you can't even see them on their jerseys. So there must be tiny little cameras somewhere. It's like a POV shot of them getting tackled, being tackled. I think that's really smart. I don't know why the NFL don't do that.
It is crazy shots that they get. Just says that it'll be used as a primary method for measuring the line. The virtual measurement system accurately and efficiently measured the distance between the spotted ball and the line to gain. It was extensively tested last season. I thought it would be.
Strange.
But yeah, it doesn't really say how it operates, but the chain gang will still be there but as a secondary. So they're more going to be a backup if the system crashes or goes down.
Touchback spot is now 35-yard line instead of the previous 30. The hope is they get more returns for touchbacks.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stat that over the last 4 years, I think it is, or since 2020, 68 or 69% have been touchbacks, and it's aiming to give more returns.
That was what that new kickoff rule at the beginning was for as well.
That's what that was supposed to be, but of course, because they only moved it to it was still at the 30 for a touchback. It didn't really work.
I don't think it's going to make that much difference anyway.
The thing is, you either accept where the ball's going to land for a touchback or you don't.
Yeah, mate. Anyway, on to the big one. Vote on the tush push ban has been tabled.
I've heard there was 15 or 16 that voted for it to be banned.
And I get, right, yeah, as a Packers fan, Eagles fucking dominate when they do that. But we can't do it.
Yeah, but I also seen a stat, Bills, so they run it 4 times in their playoff game last season, apparently, and lost. They are also, their I think it's the owner or the head or the GM, I forget which, has been calling for it to be banned. He's been proactive in saying, no, it should be eliminated, whatever. They are the other team who has run it the most, aside from the Eagles.
Because they can't do it successfully. That's why. No one else has managed to be able to do that the way the Eagles can do it.
Well, you say that. Apparently, the Bills nearly have.
Nearly is not the same as done it as much as the Eagles.
No, it's not. But apparently, they've completed it like 60, 70% of the time.
Oh, okay.
And the Eagles are like 75, 80, somewhere around there. So it's not massively different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But their owner or head coach or whatever is, saying, "Oh yeah, it should be banned." They're citing injury risk, but there's nobody in the league can find any reported injuries caused by this play. That has been close to an injury was Chris Jones lining up in the Super Bowl sideways.
Yes,
but that resulted in nothing.
No, he should be in his 3-point or 4-point stance, whatever it is. I think
he was,
but side on. So, yeah, that's to get his hip into it.
He just went for a ride.
That was a silly thing to do. NFL owners passed the rule making playoff overtime rules to regular season 2. Both teams get to possess the ball. So it's not going to be 15 minutes. It's going to be 10 minutes rather than 15 as well.
Get 10 minutes in the overtime, but they're going to get the ball each. Right, so say Chiefs get the ball in overtime, score, they don't automatically win. Whoever they're playing will then get a chance.
Yeah, so it's highest score wins, basically, isn't it? It's like having a second. It's like a fresh game. Yeah, two 10-minute sides, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense.
That, interestingly, was brought forward by the Eagles. Yeah. Ooh. But they were the ones who wanted 15, like the regular season. Yeah. But it was changed to 10. Is
that just for the Super Bowl and stuff like that?
No, because that was the rules for playoff. Because you got 15 minutes of overtime each, and you each got a chance to possess the ball. But it's now been brought forward. It's the whole league, so it's any overtime situation, you get 10 minutes each to try and get some points in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yes,
I would imagine if you're the team that's trying to, get the first set of points and you get the ball stolen or whatever, and they get a pick six, say, that team is then going to decline I would imagine, their overtime.
Yeah, maybe. You'd be stupid to let.
I mean, I don't know the exact details of it. That's all I found about it. So,
expanded replay assist has been approved, only to pick up flags, not put them down, but more help from above is on the way. That's what we need. That is definitely what we need.
Yeah, but that doesn't. What that means is, and if a ref puts a flag down, replay assist will only be there to help them pick it up. It won't be. How do I say it? So if the ref calls for something and they want to do a replay, there will be automatic replay assist on it.
Right.
It doesn't mean that flag's going to get picked up.
Okay.
It just means if they can't make a decision, there's automatically going to be a replay assist for it available. It doesn't mean they're going to use it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. It just means once the flag's been thrown, they're going to instantly be looking for a replay.
Yeah.
Whatever is there.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I can understand of it.
NFL Christmas triple header. NFL will play 2 games on Netflix. the day before the Christmas nightcap on Amazon.
Yeah, so apparently there's going to be 2 on Netflix again, but there's going to be a third one on Amazon.
Amazon Prime or Amazon Football, whatever it is, because we can't watch NFL on Amazon over here.
I don't know. Obviously, it's not been released, so I think that will come out when the schedule's released.
Yeah. Which we're still waiting for.
Yeah, well, that's usually the end of April, beginning of May.
It's going to be. It feels like it's so long away, and I need to see who's playing over here and who and what days the Packers are playing.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few international games this year, I believe.
Yes, I think 3 over here, 1 in Ireland, and 1 or 2 in Germany. If I am
almost. So you have got those. There's 1 in Germany. So you got 2 in London, Tottenham Stadium, 1 in Wembley. The 1 in Ireland's in Croke Park in Dublin. There's Olympia Stadion Berlin. There's also Dolphins that playing at Bernabeu Stadium in Madrid, and the Chargers are going back to. Well, I say going back to. The NFL is going back to the Corinthians Arena. The Chargers are playing in Brazil.
Oh, nice.
So there's 6 international games.
That's good. That is good for international. Well,
it gives more people a chance to actually go and watch a game.
Yeah, exactly. If we could go to Madrid, we'd probably go to Madrid.
Who's playing Madrid? Dolphins? I probably wouldn't go to Madrid. If their last season was anything to go by, I would rather go to Sao Paulo. The Chargers had a better season last year, I would say.
You never know what's happened. Yeah, so that's all
I've got from the league of headlines.
That's been the biggest thing this week, I think. And today I've seen so many things, and now I'm kind of just like, that might have actually been bullshit, because I forgot it was April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I thought that as well, but a lot of these headlines were released by multiple people, so I was checking if it was just one person. I was thinking probably.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not on about this. I'm on about stuff I've seen on.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying though. I've seen loads of other stuff. What was that this morning? There was someone was saying that the Packers are going to trade Jordan Love, and
no.
Yeah. That's definitely an April Fool's, you know. But yeah, there was loads of it today, of course, because it's April Fool's Day. But obviously, by the time people watch it, it's not.
No. I actually don't have anything else to talk about.
Well, one thing I think is going to be interesting is what's going to come out of the next owners' meeting in May. Because obviously, the competition committee just happened, which involves the head coaches and stuff, I believe. But of course, the owners' meeting, I believe, is just the owners, and it's just 32 plus probably Roger Goodell and maybe 1 or 2 others from the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what's going to be. Obviously, we know the tush push is going to be discussed on that because they've tabled it, which means they can discuss it later. So that's probably going to be discussed. But I mean, what else do you reckon is going to be brought up?
Jerry, pass me a Cuban and your finest bottle of scotch, and we're so rich. There you go. I don't know.
I reckon one of them is going to be the 18-game season.
Yeah,
I reckon that'll get discussed. It got brought up again before the competition committee, but I don't know whether it was discussed in it. Because obviously they don't release what, unless it's the major ones that gained loads of traction on social media or whatever, they don't tell you what ones didn't get discussed or didn't get passed, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
one thing I did see that was brought up, I don't think it got passed. I'm pretty sure it was the Steelers that put it forward. They put forward a proposal to be able to talk directly to players during the legal tampering period in free agency and set up travel arrangements and stuff. At the moment, they can't. They have to talk to agents and agents only.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was the Steelers. They put forward a proposal to be able to get in touch with the players, but only during the legal tampering period.
Yes, it is a funny thing, really, isn't it? The way they do it. They're not allowed to talk to the players, and I think it's the same in college, isn't it? They're not allowed to talk directly to the players.
Which is all well and good, but there's going to be players out there that don't have an agent.
Yeah. Not everyone's minted and can afford to pay an agent, but I think you have to.
Who was it? There was one last year or the year before who worked out his own deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't remember who it was, but it made headlines because he was a fairly well-known player.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I actually seen a thing earlier that Tyreek Hill is moving. He's up for not opposed to a trade. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. If I don't follow stuff through as it happens, I don't know what's going on. I drink Pepsi, and now I'm really like...
Yeah, it's gassy stuff, that.
31st of March, so NFL rumours yesterday. Tyreek Hill would be okay if the Dolphins traded him to a playoff contender. But he could go to Chiefs again, he could go to the Eagles, he could go to any team the season that just finished were in the playoffs. Doesn't mean they're going to make it to the playoffs at the end of this season.
Well, it also doesn't mean they're going to play him.
No.
Don't get me wrong, he's a great receiver. I'm not sure he's a star receiver in today's league, like he used to be. With a lot of people like Xavier Worthy and stuff coming out of the combines of fucking fast. You know, that he's not the speedster he once was. He's still fast, but not as fast as he used to be. He's getting older. Yeah. He wants a lot of money. He's not necessarily worth a lot of money. And most teams at this point, unless the few like the Browns or the Colts or something, maybe, but unless you're those teams, most of the bigger names have got their star receivers.
Yeah. While I'm thinking about it, apparently, according to some guy on YouTube, that we were talking like this about trading someone or something like that. We should stick to soccer. I have not watched a game of soccer since I was like 22. So maybe 19 years ago.
And I can tell you it's even longer for me. I was probably about 12.
I wouldn't know the first thing about football.
What I could tell you about it is our English teams suck ass.
And they kick the ball and the ball rolls away from them. And then they kick the ball and it rolls away from them. You know, like a little kid when he drops something and they're trying to pick it up and they just keep kicking it. That's what soccer reminds me of.
They all dive.
Yeah, they cry about it.
And they get paid stupid amounts for it.
Yes. Yes, they do. I don't know about you, but I don't have anything at all.
No, I mean, as I say, apart from the league competition committee, I keep forgetting the name of it. I haven't really seen much that's happened this week, to be honest. One thing I did say, so the head coaches do some interviews before the competition committee or after, I forget which. The Browns, it was either the head coach or the owner, I forget which, admitted that the Deshaun Watson thing was a failure.
Really?
Yeah. The whole situation. And I seen they actually gave up so much. That's why they've kind of been shit lately. They gave up so much for him.
Did they?
They gave up like 8 picks.
Jesus Christ.
And like 3 or 4 of them were first rounders.
That's absolutely bonkers, isn't it?
It was ridiculous. I forget exactly. I'm going to see if I can find it now. It was. I saw it today and it was insane.
I bet. I wonder if Riverside will cut that out.
What did the Browns trade for him? See if that's got it. So they traded for him in 2022 from the Texans, but I can't see. Nobody's actually listing what they gave him, but it was crazy. They also signed him to like $230 million fully guaranteed contract when he arrived.
Bloody hell! Nice.
So of course, he gets to just sit on his butt now. And he's only played in like 19 games in the 3 or 4 years they've had him.
Jesus Christ. My chest's so squeaky.
Why? Nobody's got any details on it. It's insane. Here we go. Right, so apparently the Browns gave up a 2022 first round pick, 2022 fourth round, 2023 first, 2023 third, 2024 first round, and a 2024 fourth round pick.
That is a lot of picks.
And gave him a 230 million fully guaranteed contract when he got there.
They could have got themselves a whole bunch of decent players.
Well, what was it? Jamar and T. Higgins just got signed for.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, it's ridiculous money.
I mean, the biggest NFL QB now is, I believe it's still Dak. And he's on like a 250 million.
Silly. It's silly money.
That was insane money for a contract to begin with. Mm-hmm. It was a shitload of draft capital given up, and it was a complete failure. All the Browns actually got was Deshaun Watson and a 2024 sixth round pick, apparently. So they completely screwed the pooch on that one.
Definitely. Have you got anything else before we sign off?
Well, only that, obviously, you've seen that thing I sent you about the draft rounds and that is all set.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is the first time in history every player owns their original draft pick in the first round.
Really?
As it stands at the moment, obviously,
yes,
or to trades and what have you. But as it stands, apparently, it's the first time in history that they all own their own picks.
That is absolutely crazy.
Well, considering the draft's been going since like the 50s or the 60s.
I don't. That's not something I know, but that is fucking crazy to be the first time in history that has ever been. Everyone's got their actual own first round picks.
I don't think they're going to end up with that though.
No, definitely not.
It's going to be a crazy of trends near the day.
And they happen on the day as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Up until the last possible second. So the NFL's Global Markets Program, the GMP, have now let the Chiefs, Green Bay, Ravens, that's it, I think, isn't it? Chiefs, Ravens, and Green Bay all have marketing rights to UK and Ireland. So we could actually get them over here. This will mean we could walk into a shop, and actually see some Green Bay stuff on the shelf.
Yeah.
Hopefully. There is still a lot of Eagles stuff on sale over here. I've seen it popping up everywhere.
Yeah,
they were just in the Super Bowl.
I was going to say they've been in 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years, so they've gained a bit of notoriety at the moment. But
yeah,
I mean, if you go on to, I mean, even the NFL website, like some teams will have, say, 1,000 pieces. The Eagles have usually got maybe 400 or 500.
Yeah,
it's the same with Green Bay lately.
Yeah, Green Bay doesn't have a great deal.
Hopefully, this means that Green Bay gets some more, and then you can actually get some decent gear.
Well, I have money to buy the decent gear with, so if we could start getting paid for something, then that'd be fantastic.
I mean, the other thing is, just I can give you some of mine, and you actually have some decent gear.
But on that note, we have been given by the UK NFL shop a Super Bowl Jalen Hurts jersey to give away. We don't physically have it. They have it. All we got to do to win this is like and subscribe to our channel and UK NFL shop. Just go over and visit their Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and everything. Just give them a follow, like, and stuff. But like and subscribe to our channel and like our video and leave a comment that you've done it so we can draw names to see who's going to win the jersey. We'll leave that up for a couple of weeks because I actually go in for an operation on Thursday. But hopefully I will be able to do the podcast with Steve. If not, I'm pretty sure you'll probably do something on your own, won't you?
If not, yeah, I mean, I'll do like some kind of quick rundown of any news stories. It won't be anything decent, that's for sure.
Yeah, so if you want a Jalen Hurts jersey, Super Bowl jersey, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. That's it from me. What about you, dude?
Yeah, I've just set a reminder for 2 weeks to do the podcast, the jerseys.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I thought you was colouring in your dot-to-dot book or something then.
No, that's afterwards.
Right, I'm done. You done?
Yep.